Saturday the 24th of May, and we are back on the dumper. I know the channel's been a bit dumper heavy, but we've got to get it done. So we've got another box of parts. Hopefully this might be close to the last box of parts, but we'll see. But before we crack on, thanks for clicking on and thanks for watching all the videos, and have a look back through my catalogue and see what you think to the videos that I put up. Like and comment and share and do whatever you want to do, and let me know what you think, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers this year, so I can only do that with you pressing that button. We're getting close to 500, so we're nearly halfway there. Anyway, let's spin you around and we'll have a look. Right, so if you haven't watched the last video, you will know, or if you have watched the last video, sorry, you will know we had a few problems when we took it out on site, a few teething problems. So we've got a few parts to hopefully rectify them problems. So we've got that last hydraulic pipe that we've been waiting for to go on underneath. That's not a problem, but that's just in the box because it was the dumper box part. The tank seal for the hydraulic tank, because we know that was leaking. We have a new thermostat gasket. These are all genuine Kubota. I haven't ordered a water pump from Kubota because they wanted 150 quid for a water pump. And I know it's genuine, but 150 quid's a lot of money for a water pump when I can get them for about 50 quid on eBay. I know it's not genuine, but still it'll do the same job. If it was a customer's machine, I would probably stick a genuine one on it if that's what they wanted to do, but as it's my machine, I'm not fussed. So yeah, thermostat gasket. New wiring harness for the ROPS, so we can put flashing light on it. Not that we really need a flashing light. I said I wasn't going to, but it's there anyway. We have the copper washers and the heat shields for the injectors. We've got 3 of each, so we're going to pull the injectors on it, reseal that all up because number 2 is leaking. And we have a brand new fuel filter housing, which surprisingly came with a filter. I didn't expect that to come with a filter. Yeah, so we're going to get them on the first job. We're going to get that pipe changed, and then hopefully that's fixed all the hydraulic leaks underneath. Get that pipe changed, get that gasket changed, and then we will do the injectors and everything, and yeah, do all the stuff that needs doing. So I'm going to get underneath and get that old pipe off. That is that pipe on now then. Whether you can see it is that top one, that one there. Now the reason that old pipe was leaking is because when I come to take that off, it was loose. I could undo it with my fingers. So that's why that pipe was leaking. But hey ho, it's done anyway. So that's now all the burnt hydraulic pipes been replaced on this machine now. So that's good news. Oh, look at all of them. There was some, when we totaled it all up, there'll be some money's worth of hydraulic pipes gone into this machine. But yeah, so not too bad. I've got to get the sump guard back on. Now we've finished under here. I'm just going to go through with the spanner and make sure everything is tight. And then we'll go back up the top and get on with the other jobs that need doing. So now we're back up here. This I think is going to work out quite well. So I've got to take off this fuel filter housing to get to the tank gasket. So that'll work out quite well. So I'm going to do that in a minute. Yeah, and then we've got these 3 injectors to reseal. It's number 2 that's leaking. I think it's leaking out the leak off. Hopefully it's not that. The leak off that's actually split, the pipe split. I just bought all the copper washers and everything to reseal it. So yeah, we've got that to do, and then thermostat to do. Again, that won't be too difficult. So yeah, let's get on. Grab some tools and then we'll get going. Whereas they've bitten well. They've bitten really well, them Jubilee clips. No wonder it was leaking, look at that. They're both, I suppose, it's been in a fire, so it's gonna have, and it's only aluminium. So I think I was asking a bit much of it to start with, to be fair. Watch me stab myself with a screwdriver. No, off you go. Thank you. Right, you stay over there. 13mm splitter, 13mm ratchet. Ratchet. Hopefully then, if I take the top of the tank, we should be able to save that bit of diesel. Not as much in that filter, but it's better than chucking it all over the floor, isn't it? Has that got a nut on? It's got a nut on it. Once we've got that nut down there, never to be seen again. I have to get some lights in here, it's dark in here. Can hear something going on in the background, sounds like whether it's a wood chipper or a flail or something, I don't know, but whatever it's doing, it's making the old engine part. It sounds a bit fast for a wood chipper, like the load rate. Why is that one captive and the other one's not? The question is, do we put this filter on and keep the new one as a new one? Or do we just put the new one on and get rid of this filter? Because the filter's only done like 2 hours, if that. 3 hours. Seems a bit pointless to throw it away, doesn't it? grab some big heavy hands. Roll. Can I get away with just undoing them for, or have I got to strip the whole lot out again? Is whether I'm going to get that out, whether I can get that filter housing out now with this top on. I ain't stripping all that top off again. That was a faff. It's got to come, the gasket's got to come up through that filter housing. Oh, give some tones. Got to come up through that filter housing to get. Yeah, let's take that filter housing out. Get that out, and then we'll get the. Get the pops off. No good standing there thinking about it, is it? Excellent. Right, as you've already seen me taking this apart and putting it together and doing whatever else, I will catch back up in a minute. Right, so there we have it. There's the top off, and you can see why that gasket was leaking, can't you? So we'll get all that scraped off and get the new one on and ready to go. But yeah, the oil. As we said before, we're gonna use it for a little bit and then we'll flush the tank and change the filters and everything again. Because when I undid the bottom pipe, it smelled a bit burnt. Obviously now it's been used, everything's circulated and had fresh oil through it, so we're gonna drain it and refresh it in a week or two. That's all stripped out clean now, so we're ready to put the new gasket on, which has got, it's sticky on one side. I'll try and pull the protective paper off it. Could be fun. So we've got to be careful with this because, as M&M says, we've only got one shot, one opportunity. To try and get it in where we want it. I mean, I don't think he was singing about a gasket for a dumper, was he? There we go. Right, that's that in. So let's see if we can get this. No. There's oil everywhere now. Back where we want it. Right, that's got them started. I've got a tray underneath to try and catch it all. You know, it's like as soon as it hits the metal, it just spreads everywhere. That one's got to be done with a spanner, which is slightly annoying. Just because I can't bother to take the hydraulic fitting out the filter housing to get a socket on it. Oh, it's not really a problem, is it? Warm today, it's humid. It's only 16 degrees, I feel. It's almost like thunderstorm weather today. We had a good downpour last night. Thought we might be in for some thunderstorms, which will be good because I like a good thunderstorm. The wife and the kids don't, but I do. Right, there we go. That is that done back up. Let's get some paint up again and have just a clean up before we put the pots back on. I won't be able to clean underneath it. Excuse me a minute while I clean this side of the tank. I think in a bit we might get it out and give it a pressure wash off. If I've got time. It's already bloody 11 o'clock. Right, so hydraulic pumps back on then. Where's my adjustable? On the floor, of course it is. I should have, when I had that all stripped out, I should have replaced that seal in the first place. hey ho. At least that's done now anyway. This big pipe back on. Right, new filter housing back on there. New filter housing on, yeah, because we don't need to do anything down there, do we? No. I've not got a washer on it. Nope. Probably should have a washer on it. Feel like it should have a washer on it. I'm going to go and find a washer in a second. What I don't understand is why have one captive and one have not on it. Seems a bit stupid. It's not like you've got to move it out of the way or something, is it? I don't know. These designers. Don't you dare fall down there. No. Come here. Thank you. 13 mil. Right, I will be back in a minute then. I'll go and find a washer for that. I'm not a very good YouTuber, as you probably already found out, or content creator, or whatever how they call themselves. Right, I've filter housing all back on, and I've just cracked the injector lines off, so all the pipes are now off. If you can see down there. Right, so now we want to take off the leak off pipe, which is a 19 mil, I think. 19 mil. Oh, they're tight. Oh, that's very tight. Well, they weren't loose, I can tell you that now. Well, the question is whether we're going to be able to get them injectors out. Oh, sorry. Right, that's the leak off. Off. Right, so now we've got these copper washers, but take note of which way it comes off, because they've got little grooves on the copper washers, and the grooves face downhill. That one has got a load of crap in it. Right, have we got a socket now to be able to undo that? I'll be back in a minute. Right, so I've made a bit of a balls up. I forgot my long reach 22mm socket to get the injectors out. So what we're going to do for now is just replace those 3 copper washers, the grooved ones, and see if that cures it. If it does, then we're happy days. If not, then I've got to come back with we'll have it all apart again and come back with the proper socket. Which is slightly annoying. And I'd like to have got all that resealed in one go. I can't bother to go back to the workshop and get a bloody socket just for that. Got a 22mm ring, but because of the head bolts, it won't go down, which is really annoying. Of course, the sockets that I've got with me only goes up to 21mm. And the short reach that I've got is no good. Always the way, innit? Make sure you've got clean hands before you put these on. Because now I've got a dirty washer. I think this is where it was leaking from to start with anyway. And if it does leak again, then we'll strip it down and get it all done. It's just funny, isn't it, how people say these things, engines, second-hand engines. Yeah, all fully working, no problems at all with it. You just put it straight in and away you go. Now look where we are. But that's the problem. That's the risk you take when you buy second-hand engines, second-hand equipment, second-hand anything really. That came off of that one. That was the middle one. I don't think it matters which order they go back in, but you try and get it back together how it came apart. What size did we say that was? 17? No? 19. Right, pipes back on them. These nuts on these pipes always remind me of the toys that you used to get in the doctors. Yeah. Well, you still do when you take the kids to hospital or doctors or whatever. They got them toys, you know, they move the nuts around the bits of wire. Always reminds me of them. Beads, sorry, not nuts. Ow, that hurt. Right, inject the points back on then. I'm not going to do them up tight because we're going to have to bleed it to get it going again. Because obviously it's all been apart. Right, so that hopefully is that resealed. We'll find out in a bit. Next job then is thermostat. Do we do the thermostat now? Or do we wait and do the thermostat when we've got the water pump? No, let's do the thermostat now because we haven't got to take the thermostat off or out when we do the water pump. We just have to take the top hose off again. Right, let's put these corners down there then. Is it email? Yep. Wind's getting up, sorry folks. I'm about to get wet again in a minute. There we go. All of the bloody practice those cardboard boxes and all the paperwork and everything. Thermostat looks pretty clean, to be fair. We'll take it home with us and try it. Got a bit of crap in it, actually. A bit of crap in the top. But we'll take it back and try it. Make sure I've got the right one because they're different temperatures. 71 degrees. 71 degrees Celsius, whatever it is. Well, we've got a brand new gasket to go on, so we don't need that anymore. Literally is as simple as just putting it back in. New gasket, which I had to straighten out because some bright spark bent it now, even though it's got a bit of cardboard on the back of it, and it says do not bend. We have a warning label, safety precautions. Refer to safety data sheet for further handling information. Use gloves and other precautions. Wash hands after work or before eating. Do not touch eyes or anything else. In case of complications, consult your... And they've cut that bit off, so... Well, I don't know who we can consult if we have problems. But yeah, look at the state of that. Look at that. Useless. I mean, this was probably a job that didn't need doing. But if it was just in case, I mean, the water pump needs changing. It's got a bit of play in it. I thought we might as well. We'll try and replace everything we can, coolant wise. We don't know what sort of life this engine's had before it came to us. Right, thermostat and gasket replacement. I'm gonna have a tidy up and we'll catch up on the next bit. Right, so that is all that done. And we've had a bit of a tidy up. So next job then is to get some fuel up to the filter. So you crack your little lead bolt off. And then if you've got a modern TA1, you could just switch the ignition on and the electronic fuel pump will kick in. But I haven't put the electronic fuel pump on yet. So we've got a little lift pump down here, which you can just, there's a little button on it which you just keep pressing until you get some fuel up, which
2,000 years later.
right. So there we go. I don't know whether you can see or hear, but we've got air coming out the filter housing now. And I can hear it returning back into the tank. Right, let's do that back up then. Do that back up. See if we can get some diesel to these injectors. Isolator in, these in, burn plugs. Oh, how am I going to get around that? Forgot about that. It's got the operator present switch now, hasn't it? How am I going to do that? How do they expect these mechanics people to work on stuff like this when you've got stupid things like that? I mean, it's all right for when you're out on site and it's working perfectly fine, but how the hell am I meant to start that now and bleed that? I need to be sat on that seat to get it to start. Or I need to be in here to tighten up the injectors and... Let's link them two wires together again just to see. Glow plugs. Right, we're starting to get there now. We're slowly getting there. Right, so I've just been running that for the last 20 minutes. Everything is dry. So we fixed the injector leak. Everything's dry around the thermostat. Hose is hot, we've got that open. Can't see anything leaking. But yeah, you look at that water pump pulley, look. So we've got that to do, so I'm going to get one of them ordered. Yeah, water pump pulley. Still got to sort out the charging issue. So far I haven't had a flat battery yet. Hydraulic tank seems okay, there's no... We've got a bit of oil there, but I don't know whether that was from what was there before. We were leaking out of there. Got to tighten that up. Right, I'll grab a spanner and tighten that up, and then we'll clean all that up and try again.